Friends, today I will show you how to make Chechen bread Siskal, and I will also show you how to make an apple pie. In the last video, I made a pie and everyone started asking about this pie. Today I will show you how to make it. Last night we had a lot of snow and our electricity went out. And we're waiting, sitting, until the electricity is fixed. And Doku is outside clearing the snow. Siskal can be prepared in two ways, simply from corn flour, or you can add beef fat. So I put it through the meat grinder and add the fat, just like we do. Mine is frozen. I put it through the meat grinder and froze it. And we make the corn flour ourselves. We grow corn in our garden and then we roast the corn and basically we make corn flour. If you're interested, I can show you how to make corn flour. We add water. If you add fat, the Siskal turns out juicy, not tough, not too tough. It becomes juicy and tasty. Before, instead of bread, people used to eat Siskal, especially when there was no flour at all. Well, that's what adults, grandpa and grandma, always say. It didn't spoil for a long time, so you could take it with you on the road. A long time ago, Siskal was made from rye flour, and rye is called soskil in Chechen. That's why it has this name. Now I'll make the mold. This can be easily prepared in the oven, in a frying pan, or in a cast iron stove. You can do it outside, but right now we have snow outside. I wanted to cook outside, but I couldn't. It's cold outside. We often make Siskal. Our grandfather, everyone loves Siskal. It's our national dish. I'll show you what it's eaten with cottage cheese, onions, biro. It's called silver here. I'll show you later. This is the shape we got. Now we'll put it in the oven. There's no electricity. We'll have to turn it on the old-fashioned way. Let's wait until it warms up a bit, then we'll put it in. This morning I got up early. I wanted to surprise Doki. I wanted to make cheese, but now I'll flip it over. If you're interested, in the next comments I'll show you how to make it. I made it early in the morning. There was no one to film. Here we have cheese. You need to add a little bit of salt. That's all. You need to leave it. You can leave it for an hour and then you can eat it. and into the oven. We'll put it in the oven at 150 degrees and leave it for an hour. I'm teaching my daughter to knit, just like my mother taught me. There. She wants to knit hats and scarves. I don't know how it'll turn out. We'll give it a try. I remember my mother taught me the same way. I think I was 8 years old then. Yes, 8 years old. I used to go to clubs at home. My mother taught me. So Isha wants to do knitting. She asks me every day, teach me. She herself is really interested. She chose this. And what are you knitting?
It's a scarf.
For the cat?
I knitted a hat.
Ma, what's the biggest thing you've ever knitted?
A downy shawl and several vests.
And is it harder to knit a downy shawl or a vest?
Not really. The edging is the most important part. The edging.
Will you teach me?
I will teach you.
But all I know how to knit are stockings.
We knit socks, yeah.
We'll try to knit scarves too, for sure, even though people don't really wear them much these days.
Now they're rarely worn. In the past, people always wore clean socks and downy scarves.
I remember you also knitted knee-high socks for me.
Now that fashion is out of style, now few people knit.
Friends, for this pie we will need a liter of milk, half a mug, or even a whole mug, 100 to 150 grams of sugar, and 3 eggs. Here, I've dissolved the yeast, 2 teaspoons, vanilla and baking powder. Let's add the milk to the bowl. Three eggs. I dissolve the salt and yeast in water. We'll add this later at the end. And this is 50 grams of sugar. Let's mix it. We'll leave this for a bit until the sugar dissolves, and then we'll sift the flour. We'll get 2 pies out of this dough. Add a little baking powder and vanilla, 1 packet of vanilla. Add our yeast. Let's knead the dough. That's it, our dough is ready. Well, let's let our dough rest for 30 to 40 minutes. Let's check our Siskal. It's probably ready already. All the children have already gathered. They're waiting for us to make the pie. In the comments, people asked how many children I have. I have 6 children and 3 grandchildren. I have 4 daughters and 2 sons. We're spreading butter so our dough doesn't stick. This dough is enough for 2 pies. Let's put this here for now. We'll set this aside to decorate our pie. We'll need some baking paper, and we'll grease this paper with butter. When I was 18, I worked in a bakery, making pies and selling them. We couldn't even keep up with making the pies. Then when I got married, I didn't have time for pies anymore. This is our apple jam. I made the jam myself, especially for the pies. The more jam there is, the tastier the pie. Now we'll decorate our pie with braids. Asia, come help me. I'm making braids to decorate our pie. We still don't have any light. If it's dark, please excuse me. We were supposed to put the braids around, but here you can do it like this. Let's brush it with egg. So that our pie turns golden. It looks simple, but it's a very tasty pie. Set the heat to 150. Our oven is a little warm, and we put our pie in the oven for 25 to 30 minutes. Friends, our first snow has arrived, and there's a lot of it. If anyone wants to go sledding, come over.
Yeah, we got a decent amount of snow. The power just went out. Maybe I should start the engine so we'll have a generator. Otherwise, the freezer has already thawed out. I don't know, I guess I should probably start the engine. I'll go and start the engine. Oh, let's go, we'll pull it out now. We need an extension cord there, although we need to unwind the cable, otherwise it might short circuit. The main thing is to turn off the main meter, the one that's shared with the street.
In the last video, they asked Beshti about berry tea. Now, I'll show you how to make it. Here are the berries I've washed. Hawthorn. Our pie is ready. Now we'll have some tea. Siskal is ready too. Usually Siskal is eaten for breakfast, but we'll try it now. And how do you eat Siskal? You can eat it with sour cream and cottage cheese, but usually in Chechnya we eat it with brine cheese and brine, our own brine with onions. That's how it's eaten. I made a bun from the leftover dough. Doku will come soon and we'll have tea. There will be berry tea.
Is that all just for Kareem and me?
Grandpa will come now. Grandma will come now too.
This is your Siskal just with tea, and here it's with flatbreads.
With Siskal, tea is usually drunk with milk tea. Now let's try our cheese. If you want, if you're interested, I'll show you how to make cheese. It should be very tasty. Completely homemade.
Did you just make this today? It would be fine, but the salt, it's not quite there yet. The salt hasn't absorbed yet, otherwise it would be excellent.
Friends, if you liked it, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel. See you in the next video. Goodbye, friends. I love you all.